Chris here with another YouTube video, some arcade stuff. Picked up this, I guess this is a Megatouch, one of these Megatouch games. I know they're not very popular anymore, but thought it would be a neat thing to restore and check out. Kind of has some pretty cool guts inside here. Not really sure what kind of monitor this is. Some kind of a touchscreen monitor. We'll get it figured out here as I get through the specs. Computer system, probably running some kind of Linux operating system, I would imagine. Got a computer power supply here. So when I turn it on, I'll show you guys what's happening. I think we have a power supply issue because it'll turn on and then boot a little bit and shut off. There we go. You can see it kind of fire up here. Maybe it's a Windows. Oh, this is the farthest we've gotten. Could have a winner here. Oh yeah, Merit Linux. Okay. Now let's see what's going to happen. It's going to make a liar out of me now and boot up. Creating backup data, loading key map, checking touchscreen. Oh, maybe it's going to boot up. Huh. Whoa, would you look at that? It knows it's on camera, so it's going to fire. Oh, there it goes. Just shut off. So that's the farthest it's ever gotten. So monitor's still on. You can see neck low there. So monitor's still active. And it looks good too. So our problem most likely is going to be in this little power supply here, I would imagine. Or something on this board. It does have nice Nichicon caps, which is great, so I'm not sure that would be the problem. And these are fairly new in terms of, I think these are 1990s somehow. Here's the tag on the side here. Model number G20-101-201. Okay, so first thing we're going to check is that little power supply. Basically, we got 4 little screws here we're going to pull off. Normally, when this stuff happens, it's going to be capacitor related. If some piece of electronics is booting up and working for a bit and then shutting off, you really need to look at the power supplies first and check the capacitors. 9 times out of 10, we're going to find some bubbled up, blown out capacitors inside here. And if we do, we can be pretty sure that's our problem. So, get this off here. Got our fan lead stuck here. I'm just going to pull this out. Oh yeah, I can see our issues already. I'm just disconnecting this fan to get it out of our way. And here's what we got. And it's pretty obvious what the problem is right away. You can kind of see here. Hold on. So, we have some obvious bad caps here. I mean, these things are just bubbled right up. And just for fun, we're going to pull out the ESR meter and kind of give these a test. But first, we got to get this little power supply board off of its chassis. Get some screws here. Oh. There we go. Okay, so that screws out. We got one over here. We're going to have to Disconnect this little guy. Those don't pull out. Okay, so it's really weird how they got this. Look at this little capacitor here, how they have this wired up and just jammed in there. Everything in this board, this little power supply, is very compact, which is most likely why these caps have suffered, probably due to heat, even though there's a fan right on top of them. So we're going to get this little, pop this little guy out of here. Oh, I've got to be careful with this daughter board. Screw down here. There we go. Nope. Something is, this capacitor here is, there we go. Pull this back a little bit. Oh, this thing is cruddy. And there we go. Okay, so definitely a little cruddy. However, we're after all these capacitors, so we're going to pull out the ESR meter and kind of see what some of the readings on these are. So here, I just have an old Matt Electronics analog ESR tester, MLU333. Little handy tool to have. And it'll tell you if your your dielectric is drying up. So I'm just going to remove this plastic shielding here. Appears to be on some hot glue here on this daughter board. Just pull this away for now and we'll put it back on after. If it will allow us. Okay. There we go. So, obviously, here, we kind of want to see the cap do this. This needle to bang over right into the green for low ESR. The reds, obviously, is totally dry. Anywhere, anything over about 1K here, I would say would have to go. Polarity is not a huge issue. I try to keep the ground to ground and whatnot. So that cap there is testing not so bad. We may have to take these capacitors, some of these, there's one there that's failing. This one here, it's not good at all. Let's get this big filter cap over here. Filter cap's not bad. They're all a little on the dry side. Some are outright bad. This one here, hard to find some of these on here with the way that they have them. Interestingly enough, some of these aren't totally dried out. However, they are bubbled. You can clearly see they're venting and bubbled from heat. This one here is dried out. This one's dried out. So I'm just going to go ahead and change these ones here that are clearly bubbling. They have to go anyway, regardless of what the ESR meter says. Just interesting to kind of see sometimes. I like to experiment with some of these testers and see how things look when they're so this one's going to be right here. That's interesting. Good, that filter cap is okay. Okay. So, basically, we're going to remove these two, this one here, these two over here, change them out, and kind of clean up the soldering on the back of this, do a little bit of reflowing, get all this yucky flux off of here and clean it up. This is all just gross, and kind of check some things over, change out some caps, and I'll be back, and then we'll test this power supply. We'll put it back in the machine. Okay guys, I'm back. So I just basically recapped a whole bunch of caps here. It was very difficult because, as you can see, it's a very tight space. They had these 33 mic at 10 volt caps. They're very skinny. I've never really seen these before. And as you can see, my 3300 at 25 is much fatter. So I had to kind of rig some legs up and wire it up. Same with these guys here. The ones that I had on hand were much bigger. So I had to put some extended legs and kind of wire them up. So I'm going to put the fan back on, and we're going to try it out together and see if she works. Be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. I didn't have this connector connected properly, and now it is, so we're going to fire this guy on and see what happens. Everything's connected. Here we go. We have a beep. Come on, baby. Oh, there we go. Let's see if it will make it past its testing window. I think last time we got to just to the end of all the OKs on the self-test. So we'll see if it'll stay with us this time. Be interesting to see if anybody out there knows how to change the software in these or has any ideas on modifications or other things to do to them. I'd be interested in hearing about it. Okay, definitely didn't get this far last time. Looks like we have a fix. Come on. There we go. Megatouch Maxx. We have a fixed Megatouch Maxx unit working. The fan's a little loud. I'm going to kind of look into that and take that back board off and kind of fix that fan. But it appears that we are golden. 6 or 7 bad caps in that power supply, and we're good to go. Nice looking screen. I haven't done any adjustments. It's VGA. Awesome. Cool. Oh, we do not have credits in. I don't know how to put this in on free play. Screen seems to work nicely. Strategy games, Mega Sports. This is great. There you have it, guys. Repaired Megatouch. A little cleaning, monitor fix, and a power supply fix. Please subscribe. More repair videos to come. If you like the channel, hit like. If you like the video, hit like. Do all that kind of good stuff. And keep an eye out, and I will have some more videos up shortly. Okay, guys, have a good one. Cheers.